Hi, I'm Sam and I'm going to share with you an amazing truth from the Bible. We're thinking about rejoicing. Now there are so many reasons to rejoice, aren't there? The birth of a grandson, a granddaughter, a niece, a nephew, a great day out with friends, so many reasons to rejoice and be glad. Which is why at first glance this verse from the Bible might take us by surprise. We're told that we can rejoice even in sufferings. Here it is from Romans chapter 5 verses 3 to 4. More than that, we rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance, endurance produces character, and character produces hope. Romans chapter 5, verses 3 to 4. So the Christian can rejoice even in sufferings. Notice that we don't rejoice at our suffering or because of our suffering, and we certainly don't rejoice in the suffering of others. Jesus knows that your suffering is real. On earth, he experienced every kind of trial. He wept at the graveside of a friend. Jesus knows that your suffering is real, and yet, even in suffering, we can rejoice. And that's because for the Christian, suffering is not the end. We're told here that suffering leads to endurance, endurance produces character, and character produces hope. And that tells us something about hope, doesn't it? See, how good must that hope be that we can rejoice even in suffering? Well, earlier on in Romans chapter 5, we're told that we hope now for the glory of God. And this isn't a kind of wishful thinking sort of hope. I hope it won't rain. I hope England will win the Ashes. This is a sure and certain hope. The Bible tells us that because Jesus has risen again, death has been defeated. There is a way beyond death into eternal life. That's the hope that exists now for the Christian. See, at one point, we, like everyone else, were without God and without hope in the world because of our sin. We had nothing to look forward to. But through Jesus, now our future is certain. You see, for the Christian, we now face a future with no suffering, no sickness, no crying, no pain. There'll be no more funerals, no more goodbyes. Only all things good, all of the time. That's the future that we have to look forward to. It's why even though our suffering is real, after all, suffering is suffering. Suffering is real, but we can rejoice in it knowing that this is not our end. Jesus has died, he's been raised. We have a new hope, the hope of the glory of God. So why not take a moment to thank God in your heart for this new hope that he has given you, and why not look for opportunities to share this hope with others.
If you would like to find out more about this great news, check out the website you found this on, or speak to the friend who shared this with you.